operations at the American Petroleum Institute, a trade association of more than 620 members representing all segments of the oil and natural gas industry. In my role, I am responsible for issues related to the gathering, processing, storage, and transportation of oil and natural gas and their products. Pipelines remain one of the safest ways to deliver energy we use every day. However, to reach our industry's goal of zero incidents and ensure consumer access to clean, abundant, and affordable energy, it is imperative that the regulatory environment and the Pipeline Hazardous Materials Safety Administration be positioned to meet current and future pipeline safety challenges. Although we recognize and appreciate PHMSA's efforts to implement past congressional mandates, more work needs to be done to institute practical and performance-based regulations for pipelines and LNG facilities. Thus, as Congress considers the reauthorization of PHMSA and other safety programs, we encourage strong consideration of industry priorities that will maximize our investment in people, technology, and safety culture to effectively advance safety. Right now, the United States leads the world in the production of oil and natural gas, and at the same time is the global leader in the reduction of carbon dioxide emissions, which are at their lowest levels in 25 years. In the past decade, we have transitioned from an era of energy scarcity and dependence to one of energy abundance and security. This energy renaissance has helped create greater job opportunities for American workers, bolster U.S. manufacturing, strengthen our economy, and enhance our national security interests. And it's helped U.S. families save on their energy bills. In the last decade, U.S. healthcare spending grew by over 70%, and education spending increased over 50%, while household energy spending declined by 10%. Pipelines are critical to ensuring that consumers keep feeling the benefits of our nation's vast energy resources, and they are one of the most efficient ways to safely deliver the energy that Americans use every day. It's estimated that increased investment in our nation's energy infrastructure, including pipelines, is a $1 trillion proposition that could support 1 million jobs per year through 2035 and add up to $100 billion to our GDP annually. Protecting the public and the environment is the top priority for pipeline and LNG operators and a central component to the design, construction, operation, and maintenance of energy infrastructure. Ultimately, the development of a comprehensive safety system must continue to be the product of a shared commitment from our regulator, industry, and other stakeholders. Together, we can effectively focus on appropriate prevention and response practices through an application of regulations, leading industry practices, the use of technology, and alignment on research priorities. At the direction of Congress, PHMSA has been working on the development of several significant safety regulations for oil and natural gas pipelines. API and its members appreciate the emphasis PHMSA has placed in addressing congressional mandates and NTSB recommendations through these rulemakings. Based on the robust, transparent, and balanced Pipeline Advisory Committee process that these regulations underwent, we support the publication of the final gas transmission and hazardous liquid rule, the last of which was recently submitted to OMB. However, for other remaining significant safety rulemakings, including repair criteria for oil pipelines, class locations for gas pipelines, and LNG facility safety, we would ask that PHMSA not lose sight of the importance of a holistic, performance-based regulatory approach that maximizes the industry's ability to use the latest advances in new technologies and engineering techniques to manage safety risks. As an industry, we are committed to safety in all of our operations and consider regulations a base from which to build. API continues to develop and revise critical standards following the accreditation process of the American National Standards Institute, or ANSI. One in particular, API recommended Practice 1173 on pipeline safety management systems is critical in providing a foundational framework for managing complex operations. Through strong commitment and aggressive implementation of this voluntary program, RP 1173 has helped many of our pipeline operators effectively manage risk, promote best practices, continuously improve safety and performance, and build a strong organizational safety culture. Let me close by once more emphasizing that the oil and natural gas industry is committed to promoting safety in all of its operations while it strives to ensure that American families and businesses can safely and efficiently access affordable and reliable energy. Again, thank you for the opportunity to appear before you today, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.